Hello, everybody, and good evening. Thank you for coming out tonight. My name is Donavan See, your third and final valedictorian of the night. So let's get started with a little story. Once upon a time, a wise little green man once told me that size matters not, but honestly, disagree I must. Size kind of matters in more situations than others. I've kind of always been a short guy. I've always had to look up to people, literally. It didn't really bother me, though, until high school, when you really start to question who you are as a person. Going into freshman year was okay, because not many people hit their growth spurts, and nobody really cared about height, because everyone was just trying to fit in. But let me tell you, sophomore year was a slap across the face. It's like everyone had miraculously gained a couple inches over the summer, except for me. So mom being mom jumped at the chance to comfort me, telling me that I still had time and I was still a growing boy. And I thought to myself, mom is right more often than not. And my brother is 6 feet tall, so I've still got hope. But junior year rolls around and I'm thinking, how is it genetically possible that my 6 foot tall brother stole all the tall genes? Because I stayed at this height and my neck had to keep looking higher and higher for all my friends who would not stop growing. So now it was my dad's turn to try and comfort me a little, and he was more along the lines of, yeah, you're short, but does it really matter? And I took it kind of rough at first, because all I wanted was to grow. A couple of inches wouldn't kill. Over time, I kind of saw where he was coming from, like complaining wasn't gonna help me. But at the same time, I was realizing all these situations where being tall would help me. Like trying to spot someone in a crowd when all you see are shoulders, or having to jump up and down, but realizing you're wasting your time because you're not in the air long enough to actually process anything you're seeing. And what about shelves in tall places? It turns out us short people actually end up reaching up there way more often than you'd think. So what was I gonna do? It seemed like I wasn't gonna grow, and just a little spoiler, I didn't. I am short, but it does matter because frankly, I'd love to be a little taller, so I don't have to stand on a chair all the time or climb onto the counter as often as I do. Also, between you and me, being short doesn't really help with the ladies. So, senior year finally comes around, and I swear I've grown maybe half an inch. So I get out the tape measure, and it's like, nope, sorry, bud, keep dreaming. I'd go to school, and my friends would toss around the occasional short joke, but when it really came down to it, it would go along the lines of, yeah, Don, not gonna lie, you're short. And when I mean short, I mean really, really, really short. But you've got so much other stuff going for you, and I think that's when it hit me. Why was I so concerned about a part of me that I couldn't do anything about? Why was I so concerned about being short that being short made me lesser of a person when in all reality it doesn't? People do not see you for what you cannot do or what you are not. You are known for who you are and what you can do. Artists are known for their artwork, not how bad they are at calculus. Football players are known for their ability to play football, not how bad they are at basketball. Engineers are credited for their problem-solving skills. Nobody cares if they can cook, except maybe their spouses who get hungry a little. Everyone here, everyone on planet Earth is different. We all have different strengths and weaknesses, flaws and defining characteristics. So don't dwell on the things that you weren't given or that you don't have. Focus on the parts of you that make you who you are. Build those points up and play them to your advantage, because that's where you're going to shine. That's what people are going to see you for, and that's who you'll be remembered as. Now, I'm not gonna lie, school is not the most difficult thing in the world for me. Whenever people tell me that I'm smart, I always tell them that smart is a relative term. I'm smart to you in this school scenario because I managed to get straight A's. And maybe that's because of the mutual understanding I had between my parents and I. The better I did at school, the more video games I got to play. But regardless, to me, school was a poker game, and I was dealt a royal flush. I simply played the game to my advantage. Valedictorian has been my dream since day one. and I'm honored to be up here. But I also understand that the chances of a royal flush are minuscule at best. Most people get stuck with a pair of two, like a simple pair, and just like that, it feels like the game gets so much harder. So what do you do when things get hard? You work harder than hard. That's why we're all sitting here today, graduating high school, because we all put in the effort to be here. And everyone should be proud. Everyone here is talented and gifted and smart in their own unique way. I think the key to life is to find out what that is. Graduating high school is just the first step. We've still all got our lives ahead of us to discover what it is that makes us who we are. This doesn't just apply to the graduating class. It also applies to all of you people out there. Teachers, siblings, friends, relatives, old and young alike, it all applies to you. Maybe you complain about your job, or you feel as if you're meant for something greater. So while you're alive, take advantage of everything you've ever been given and show people who you are, not who you are not. I decided to talk today not to tell everyone that they can do whatever they want to do in life, because that's just not how life works. Life is a roller coaster, and I'm sure you've heard that one a million times over. It starts you down low, but it quickly gets you up in the air and shows you everything you could ever dream of being. But here's the catch. In no time at all, it's going to knock you back down, and you're going to lose sight of the things that matter. It's these times when you're down low that you truly have to dig deep and get back on your feet if you want to get back up there. Life only knocks you down because it knows that you're strong enough to get back up and keep moving. I decided to talk today because I want everyone to know that you've got a set of things about yourself that you don't like, that are not ideal, that you can't do anything about. But you've also got a set of things about yourself that are great, that you can use to be the best that you can be. I'm not telling you to be the next Einstein. I'm not telling you to be the next Michael Phelps. I'm not telling you to be anyone else but the best version of yourself that you can possibly see when you're at the top of your roller coaster. So go out into this vast, unpredictable world and find your poker game. Because despite how unbelievably short you might feel sometimes, I truly believe that each and every one of you have been dealt a royal flush. Thank you.